this season on Highway Thru Hell.
What are you doing? Are you a complete moron?
The season's here. It's finally here.
I don't like this. Look out!
Let out, get out, get out, get out!
Open the door.
Look out! Supposed to check the truck.
I'm gonna teach him a lesson. What the
Look out, look out!
Pretty scary out there. Large sections of black ice here.
We either get on the ride or stay back and die.
Look out! Get out of the line! Get away!
She's a pretzel.
All you can do is hope it's not going to be you.
On the Highway Thru Hell, the last line of defense is a heavy rescue team ready to tackle any disaster, because closure is not an option.
What happened to the Coke? Bit of a nightmare, you ain't over yet.
Couple plows are just heading up eastbound.
An early season storm has slammed into the mountains east of Hope, British Columbia.
This stuff is so slippery.
The overnight freight run is struggling to get over the Coquihalla Highway.
Holy smoke, you poor guys on that Coke. It's either icy or dirty rotten.
Pain in the ass in the 5.
At the top of the Smasher, the steepest hill on the Coke, a dozen trucks wait for the storm to break.
Only a matter of time before somebody that road up so bad they'll close it here.
Yeah, that sounds about right, too.
Just after midnight, the storm claims its first wreck of the season.
Some transport went sideways, and we're gonna be here for a while.
A fully loaded reefer hit the no post.
Yeah, this will take a while to pull out.
What do you mean the Coke's screwed up? Is it closed or what's happening?
The jackknife is now blocking all 3 southbound lanes.
As we're cresting the hill coming down, I saw the truck stopped here. There's always, that moment when you're like, I'm not going to be able to stop.
The timing couldn't be worse.
I heard Highway 1 was closed at the base of Jackass Mountain. Highway 3 road hasn't even been plowed yet. Tow truck hopefully isn't going to be too long.
It's the perfect job for Jamie Davis Heavy Rescue.
Maybe Jamie's up on the Coke.
But the call goes to the competition.
Jamie's not even up there. Where the hell is he?
Top, let's go.
Jamie's Heavy Rescue crew
Ready?
have their hands full.
Check after check.
Look at it.
For the past 48 hours,
Go ahead.
they've been going non-stop, working a new stretch of highway.
Come on, get out of the way. Anchor.
1,200 kilometers north of the Coke.
We've done a job every day since I've been here.
Highway 881 junction. By the
Heavy Rescue's A-Team has rolled into northern Alberta's booming oil patch to stake a new claim on the only other road
Snowing like a son of a gun there.
worthy of the title, Highway Thru Hell.
Ah, it looks nasty.
Highway 881 is absolutely mind-boggling. I have never seen anything like it. It is unbelievable.
Highway 881 runs north 300 kilometers through remote forest, muskeg, and tundra between Lac La Biche and Fort McMurray.
This is a place that's in the middle of nowhere. It can be minus 30, minus 40, even minus 50. You break down or crash here, you're in big trouble. you could die.
It's a route into newly discovered oil and gas fields, worth billions of dollars.
And this is America's gas tank. It supplies more energy to the US than Saudi Arabia. When the highway shuts down and the gas stops flowing, North America stops.
Every day, hundreds of millions of dollars of heavy equipment must be moved on this narrow two-lane highway.
These roads were never designed for that kind of industrial traffic. Before we came along, they would just leave the wrecks at the side of the highway for days.
There's a huge accident. Highway's totally blocked here right at that big hill.
3:42 p.m. Highway 881 has ground to a halt 75 kilometers north of Lac La Biche.
Road's a sheet of ice.
A northbound load of steel has rolled over.
Until we can get everything offloaded and upright, we're not going to be able to move even to alternating traffic.
It's shift change day. Thousands of workers need to get home.
People getting off work right now, just, you can't imagine, it probably goes for miles.
Last winter, it would have taken hours for a wrecker to arrive.
RCMP's peace officers are on scene.
Heavy Rescue's Adam Gazzola is on scene in 40 minutes.
Oh my God.
There's carnage here. The crane truck flipped over, a load of steel on it. Pickup truck in the ditch.
A pickup was trying to pull another small truck onto the highway when two passing semis clipped each other. The crane truck, hauling 25 tons of steel, hit the ditch and flipped.
How the are we gonna get this over? Hello, sir.
What's the plan?
You know, it's a big load of steel, and the crane truck itself was pretty big, and the equipment we had there was pretty iffy if we were going to be able to do it or not.
So we're gonna flip this one over?
We're going to attempt to, yeah.
Gotta get off the highway.
Okay, let's go down and have a look. Let's see if we can get this thing off the road. Kevin, 2 chains.
2 weeks ago, Kevin Ritchie also moved to the oil patch to help Adam train up some new hires.
Doesn't have to be 100 miles long.
Just trying to rig this out in my mind where I can pull the front and the back all with one line. Hop up there. Can you wrap the frame and axle all in one swing? How many snatch blocks you got?
1, 2, 3.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna run one down here, 2 here, 2 here, back, and back to the bogies. Pull. One more big chain through the wheels. Grab me one more snatch block. Snatch block there, line back.
It's a big job, even for HR 68, Adam's brand new 35-ton wrecker.
Well, it's easy if we had 2 trucks here. We don't have 2 trucks.
With few options, Adam decides to run lines to the tractor and to the high side of the trailer.
Might come, might not. I don't even know the physics of it. I'm not a physics kind of guy. It should work, though.
Yeah, it should.
We're pulling in the 2 places. Let's see what she's gonna do here.
The load, the trailer, and the tractor together weigh more than 50 tons.
Watch out.
The awkward angle doesn't help.
Come on, girl. Come on, fight.
There's a lot of dead weight we're pulling here. These big industrial loads make it a lot harder to recover than the loads that are at BC. Just won't go. It's too much of a dead pull.
Coming down.
It's a tug of war, and Adam's heavy wrecker just isn't heavy enough. The one truck that could get the job done
They got the rotator up there.
is with Jamie back in BC as his frontline truck to keep the coke open.
I'm hoping for the best in Alberta, but I really can't abandon all my responsibilities and hope either.
After 10 years working the coke,
Watch out!
Jamie is fighting for his company's survival. Competition is muscled in, taking half his jobs.
Well, I can see the writing on the wall.
That's when Northern Alberta beckoned.
There's money in the oil fields. Go to the oil fields. I don't think you'll ever look back.
What have you got to lose?
Jamie set in motion the biggest gamble of his career.
I've got to get on with my life. You ready?
Yeah.
Buying up more trucks.
I think we can do a deal on this.
Oh.
And building a new dispatch center in Hope.
Yeah, halfway up the hill.
To keep track of his rapidly growing fleet. Now spread over thousands of kilometers.
If I had some teeth on there, I could get it, but I'm just sliding back and it's...
This is the oil patch. Time is money. These guys don't have any time to waste.
Let's run up a block back to this line again.
If we're gonna succeed here, we're gonna have to open this road quicker than anybody else.
Low line here to pull power buckle that down.
Jamie's put Adam in charge of the Alberta operation. It's up to him to impress the locals.
Well, reputation's very important here, you know, we're starting up fresh down here.
But the load of steel is just too much for Adam's single record.
Hello, Phil. Hey, where are you at, bud? We're at kilometer 99.
So he calls in the only other truck available.
What kilometer are you at? 215, holy.
A tiny 5-ton known as the Army truck.
Phil's at kilometer 215, so he's an hour away.
While they wait,
Kevin, let's get something done here. So we'll cut the straps there.
Adam decides to lighten the load. Colin McLean, a new hire, gets the job.
Oh, come on, Fancy.
He's a rookie.
Don't trip, honey.
I won't. Thank you.
Oh, there's tons for me to learn. There's huge amounts for me to learn. That was one of the reasons why I came to work for Jamie.
The best thing to do is get the load off, then we can get it uprighted.
The highway's been closed now for an hour and a half.
I should get this moving. I got a flight to make. I'm trying to get home to my family.
Watch your arms. Let's see if we can get this straightened up. I'll try one more time. Okay. Keep her coming.
Sure, everybody's away from it.
Kevin, watch out, please.
Just get it in case that strap breaks, eh?
Even without the load,
It ain't gonna bite.
HR 68 still can't hold its ground.
The truck just slides back and you lose it all and you're right back to square one again. And you got everybody watching you. It's frustrating. Like a rip, I'd get it.
I don't know what the hell he's doing. I don't think they're ever gonna get this road open.
I'm Jamie Davis. Stick around for more Highway Thru Hell Reloaded.
It's like right there.
On Highway 881 in Alberta,
I don't know what the hell he's doing.
75 kilometers north of Lac La Biche,
I don't think they're ever gonna get this road open.
heavy rescue needs to impress on their first Alberta job. But 2 hours in, they're still struggling.
I'm just sliding back and it's... I almost had it coming there. When I see the highway backed up for miles, I start feeling the pressure.
Adam has called in a second truck.
We've been waiting for him for an hour and a half.
I think I see him coming.
And with a little help from the RCMP, the old 5-ton makes it through the traffic jam.
Come on, Phil, we're gonna put you right on the front end here.
Right there, good enough.
Good, good.
Them old Holmes wreckers, man. The winches on them. Very little hydraulics. It's all gear driven.
We have one snatch block now?
Yeah, that's all I have.
Get the other one lined up there too.
Phil Renault is another new hire who's moved across the country to try heavy rescue.
Put the second line straight on. So we can...
The two trucks are rigged up in minutes. Adam will pull the high side of the trailer, while Phil will roll the tractor. The wreckers need to pull at exactly the same time for the flip to have even a chance of working.
Go, Phil.
Cross your fingers.
Keep her going. Now just watch yourself in case something breaks, eh? I knew we were pushing that little wrecker to its limits. I was scared, but at that point, I didn't want to stop because we were so close.
Come on, get over!
Keep going. Don't stop, Bill, don't stop. We're getting there. They're stuck, watch out! Woo! That worked well.
When the truck finally starts to pull over, and you get the adrenaline flowing and everything starts tingling inside your body, it's one of the best highs you could ever get.
Just needed that little extra bit. I'm so happy with you, Phil. I'm gonna give you a hug.
Oh, well, there you go, buddy.
Well, there's not many moments of happiness around here. You know, I'm away from my wife and daughter, and so I take any kind of happiness I can get, and I felt like I achieved something. We got her done. We got her done with 2 trucks, and that's a pretty hard pull for 2 trucks. We're just gonna hook her up and get her the hell out of here.
After a rough start, Adam and his crew have opened the highway.
Only on the way home.
See you later, bye. Gotta go. Good job, guys.
And just maybe, opened a new future for the company.
I have a caller wanting to know if Ep1 is open again.
Yeah, 10-4.
Back in BC, the snow and wrecks from the early season storm have been cleaned up.
You got a minute, Robin?
Yes, I do.
And now Jamie's cleaning up his own shop.
And if you need to fire somebody and you need to let them go, and they're not pulling their weight around here, they gotta go.
He's hired his old friend and mechanic, Robin MacArthur, to take a hard line with his crew. Robin's no sucker for a sob story.
This is I'm like so in pain, man.
I don't know if I grabbed it and twisted the wrong way or what, but it just, boom, then that's it, I'm done.
I somehow have these pets that I keep around here forever and ever and ever.
Guys like yard helper Rob Mitchell.
Can you lend me $1,000 for now? And then I can just pay my rent and pay the bills?
Abscess tooth.
Oh, really? Let me have a look. The big one?
Oh.
And I put up with all their nonsense, and it's time to change.
If I could have a minute. It was kind of a funny situation there where we were struggling with people wasting time and putting in full 8 hours and doing very little, if any work. Don't leave your junk at the door. Don't leave your junk in the doorways. I want you here at 9, not noon, not 10, not 11. So pretty much staff members that were billing for 8 hours and really only accomplishing an hour or 2 or possibly no work in a whole given day. Hopefully from now on we can start working together instead of against each other. Okay, I'm done. So I had a goal to get the shop cleaned out, and Jamie had a goal to get the dead weight out.
I'm surprised Jamie hired him to do that. He could have turned around and hired me to do that.
We gotta get hooks to go on the wall.
I could have been the shop manager too. I mean, organize a shop and clean it up and put things on the wall and stuff like that. It's not that hard.
I don't know if Robin's got any hooks or what.
Jamie wants this company to go forward and wants to go up and can't just keep wasting money that isn't going anywhere.
Rob's first job should be simple. Move Sammy's trailer to a new spot behind the shop.
I'd like to have the trailer as close to that concrete, away from the stairs, and making sure that post doesn't block a door.
Okay.
So in this area.
Yeah.
Now, it's gonna take you being able to get out of here.
It's a tight space to work, but Rob's got a plan.
Didn't have a small enough vehicle to fit in there, so I volunteered my international to do it.
I looked down the path and said, I don't think a truck will fit down there. And he was absolutely certain his truck would.
I've been here with Jamie for, 3 years, and I got good ideas too, right?
Just after lunch, heavy rescue is called out to recover a container truck that's flipped near Princeton.
They're turning everybody around. The guy said he didn't know when it would be open.
With Robin running the shop, Jamie can do what he does best, recovery.
Did the fellow get out?
No.
Okay. It's sad. Reality is that you see so many people killed that it becomes a part of your day. You know, not, you know, I don't know. I hate to say the word routine.
The container truck lost control, slammed into a barrier and flipped, completely shutting down the highway.
Is the body still inside? Yeah.
Before Jamie can clear the wreck, the coroner needs to remove the body of the driver.
We need to just get in there. We don't think it's going to take much.
We just usually, all we do
Take the load
is
off.
we just take a little bit, and the crush of the vehicle will actually come up like this.
Okay.
The cab is made out of fiberglass and metals, and it actually has a crush. It's like crushing a piece of paper. When you lift the weight off the cab, you're actually allowing the crush to unfold, and people can access the cab.
It'll be safe for a person to go there and work below them?
Yeah, I can reach out right over top, and we'll actually kind of go around the frame and just lift it straight up.
As long as it's going to be safe for us to work under.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to make sure is first.
We'll make sure we all use new rigging, and there's no fooling around on this end.
The rotator is the only truck that can swing a boom directly over a wreck and lift vertically.
Round the frame on each side. The reason we bought the rotator is to do these technical jobs. Cranes are just not as mobile, and they don't get to a job as fast. Just make it so it's safe, that's all.
They still haven't cleaned up that accident yet? There's a fatality up there they're dealing with.
You have to really make sure your rigging's 100%. I'm gonna lift up. You ready? Okay.
With the cab suspended, the coroner attempts to examine the body. Her life literally in Jamie's hands.
There's a fatality up there they're dealing with.
On BC's Highway 3, Jamie's at the site of a fatal wreck, hoisting the crushed cab, while the coroner investigates inside.
You gotta be very, very careful about what you're doing here. The cab is so collapsed around the victim. The RCMP have called the JAWS unit. The death affects the RCMP member. It is affecting the coroner service, the rescue squad. It affects our guys, the highways people, everybody who's involved in clearing up that wreckage from the highway and dealing with the deceased person. I think a lot of people who are attending those kind of accidents have a different outlook on life, probably than the average person who doesn't. You have to remove yourself from the emotion. You have to. And you have to just concentrate on doing the job.
The road has been closed for 5 hours. Now it's up to Jamie to get it open.
We're gonna try to flip the unit over and at least get one lane open. Still attached to the container, a little bit pinned in there.
But there's a snag.
The hang up on the back of the container is gonna be an issue.
Jamie is betting he can tear the last pin free and flip the truck and trailer over in one move.
Nobody around, we're all clear. You ready? Try to bust it out, but I don't know if we can. Stay clear. What's happening? Hold it, hold it, hold it.
But the steel pin refuses to give. Back at the yard, Brandon is starting his first shift of the season, and he's got big plans.
I want to be more dedicated to work and making money and proving myself around here.
Jamie's stepson is setting his sights on the Alberta operation. But first, he'll have to prove himself at home. So he's getting some towing 101 with veteran Ken Monkhouse.
I want him to be the best tow truck operator that he can be. He's got to come out and put a hell of a lot more effort into it than he did last time.
You gotta have steel toes.
Last winter, Brandon's training didn't go as planned.
Part of learning this job is learning to come to work prepared. Safety boots and high visibility clothing. Have you got your coveralls at home?
I don't get paid enough to do that. Let's go.
If he doesn't come in here with his attitude together today, I'm gonna walk away from it. I'm gonna wash my hands of him. He can go drive pizza delivery car. I don't care. You always gotta have at least 2 blocks of wood on the truck with a wheel lift. What I want you to do now is just drive all over the yard.
Never really driven with a car in the back before, so this might be look a little stupid.
Just go slow and...
But training at the yard is never easy.
Ah, here we go. Yeah, sure.
The peanut gallery is out in full force.
Good clutch release. Yeah, you're good, Brandon. Keep coming. Keep coming.
Good.
That's okay. Everybody does that.
What the hell happened?
Just stalled it.
I think you hit the brakes.
No, I don't know if he hit the brakes or not.
I don't think you.
Rob and his brother Gord are enjoying the show.
You want to turn the wheels, the steering wheel, you want to go the opposite direction of the direction you want to turn.
Why does it? Oh, I'm tired of this truck.
Don't do this.
Holy
Don't worry about it. It's an old truck. If you can learn to drive on something like this, when you get something nice, it's that much easier. Okay?
Why is everyone watching? Off.
Because that's just the way it is.
Off.
Brandon looks pissed off.
Oh, he's pissed off, man.
It's frustrating at first, especially when there's a bunch of people hanging around. But you will get it. You're a smart guy.
Yeah.
It'll get better. It'll get better. We're just gonna back you up another 30 feet and we're done with it. So fire it up.
Unreal. Got it.
Start it, second. Yeah, start it. Try to start
I can't. Like, can I have release this truck that runs?
Yeah.
Hold it.
Up on Highway 3, Jamie's struggling to get a wreck back on its wheels.
Well, it's not wanting to tip.
One of the 4 pins that hold the C-can in place is refusing to budge.
And then we'll put our hook into there.
So Heavy Rescue re-rigs.
Okay, let's try it again. That thing gonna bust out of there?
Walking with you, that's the problem is. Oh, you mother. Okay, hold it there.
It's causing us grief because it's just walking, it should dig in.
With the wreck sliding instead of flipping, they need to change the rigging again.
Drop this blue line down to a snatch block.
They'll run a snatch block as close to the ground as possible, creating a steeper pull angle.
It's got to go right down to the bottom to get some torque.
If the tires grab and bite in, the whole thing should flip.
Okay, Jace, you better come out of there. I don't want you near that pin that blows up. It's not pulling over. Is this thing being a bitch?
I don't really know what we're gonna do with it.
After 2 tries, Jamie is no closer to getting traffic moving.
Hey guys, anybody know what's wrong with number 3? Go cold.
I'm Brandon. You're watching Highway Thru Hell, Reloaded.
In BC, Highway 3 is still closed after a semi-flipped, killing its driver.
This thing's being a real bitch.
And it's up to Jamie Davis to get the road open.
It's not pulling over.
But one stubborn detail stands in his way.
We thought when we started pulling that this one would break off, but it's actually hanging in there.
Jamie has decided to twist the pin free before trying to right the trailer.
Because it's going to pull it out of its socket, I would think. I'll stand out of here, though. Good to go. Keep going.
Look out, guys!
Got her. Stand back.
Come on, you big bite. There we go, there we go.
after 6 hours on its side.
So we're gonna drag it backwards, then drag the front end around.
It sounds easy, but Jamie's got 18 meters of truck to turn around on a road half that wide.
Whoa! We'll probably bring that front end around. Can you pull that cable around?
Oh yeah, baby. There we go.
We'll hook onto it, take the whole unit down to the end of the, where they can monkey with it down there, and then we'll come back and get the container going. There's not much weight in this container. I don't think we need to do too much fancy rigging here.
Jamie and his crew make short work of lifting the empty container off the highway.
We're on there, on there.
Okay, all right, let's unhook her.
The drive home from a fatality is never easy.
Somebody's life is involved here. Somebody's family involved in all this. Every person involved in that accident is affected by that.
Back in Hope, Rob Mitchell's fighting his own tow war.
Okay, now back straight up.
A simple job to move a trailer, but he's missed one detail.
How are you planning on getting out of here?
We'll drive down there.
We're gonna drive down there?
I try to figure easier ways to do it. I will go in my head and figure a way to do the job once and properly. So we got the trailer in here now, and now I'm gonna drive down there.
Really?
Yeah.
Good luck with that one.
Hey, man.
Holy
I'll do it. It's an international. It's not a. It's not a tin can. Listen to that metal. All right. See you later.
This week is supposed to be the start of a leaner, more efficient operation.
Ah, yeah.
We have tow trucks here. You're stuck, just get a tow truck. Pull it out.
Hey, stuck on the stump.
Leave it neutral?
Yeah.
And I'll just drag you forward.
It comes right down to it. We've got money and another man's time invested in taking a tow truck down there to bail them out.
That's how we do it, Jamie Davis motor truck.
If we're wasting money doing things senselessly, then there is no profit.
We got her out, and everything's done. I took my truck in there. I made it happen, and you know what? I feel good. Yeah, baby.
The new manager is in no mood to celebrate.
And you're not getting the jobs I request done. We've changed the way we're running things around here.
I did what I had to do.
You're busy doing your own thing, disregarding me altogether.
What's the big deal? Like, I don't understand what's going on. Like, I do what I have to do and what you ask me to do.
The old ways are gone, Rob. The old ways are gone.
Back in Alberta, Adam's getting a break from the early winter up north.
Okay, we'll see you guys later.
After 3 weeks of bone-chilling cold in the oil fields, he can't wait to get back to BC, a 15-hour drive away.
I got a family and kids at home that miss me.
But Adam also feels Jamie needs to fish or cut bait when it comes to the Alberta operation.
Everything's up in the air right now. You don't know if he's staying, you don't know what his plans are. He's got his hands and everything all over the place, but hasn't really committed to anything. So it's not like I'm coming here and, oh, wow, you know, we got nice accommodations or something to look forward to, you know, there's nothing. We're starting out with nothing.
For now, business looks good, and Adam will keep on commuting.
It's a stressful deal.
And Adam's plans for a few days off
It smells like campfire out here.
are going up in smoke.
See a bunch of smoke. See a bunch of smoke around the corner here. Yeah. And it smells like campfire out here.
At 2:25 p.m., Heavy Rescue gets the call to a truck fire on the coast.
Big red machine going up the hill. Have fun with that burner.
Last night, a reefer full of groceries caught fire near Shylock. 8 hours after it started, it's still burning.
Well, Highways is antsy that it's been here on the road for all night. Here it is here. Oh, holy man.
The driver and tractor are long gone. But the burned out trailer is blocking the granny lane.
How you doing today, bye?
After weeks up north, Adam is supposed to be on days off, but the lure of a good wreck is hard to resist.
No, I like doing the job. I take pride in that.
In fact, with shift change, Jamie has most of his old team together.
Coquihalla barbecue.
Are you kidding me?
It should make for a quick cleanup.
Of course, I grabbed the crappiest pair.
All right, let's go.
But the densely packed groceries will burn for days. So the crew needs to put the fire out.
Jump up there with him. We'll hold for him up there.
Anybody up for some baked potatoes? That's great. Quit pushing me.
It was pretty gross. Food, there's the metal, there's the diesel, there's the oil. It was absolutely disgusting.
But Jamie's more concerned with the condition of the trailer.
Burnt groceries, or a wall could break apart.
Be careful of the holes in the floor. We're gonna dig out all this stuff and put it out on the road, extinguish it, and put it in a bin.
It'll be a dirty job that will block the slow lane for hours.
I'd say that's good for now.
To help clean up the mess, Jamie's called on salvage expert Jim Lasser.
He's got the gear, he's got the know-how to cleaning up a mess on the road.
We got no room to flop this walls down, because if we touch this wall, we go right over that side.
Jim is used to working in tight spaces, but this wreck is making him uncomfortable. Last season, a similar trailer fire turned into an all-day wrestling match.
If you said everything went smooth, you'd be a liar.
Jim doesn't want to replay.
You can lift the whole thing, it's light, put the whole thing on the bed, take it up there, and then we just flop it all down there.
The fire has weakened the trailer. Jamie is worried it won't hold together during the lift.
You know, you could be lifting the thing up and the wall could break, materials could fall out.
With the Coquihalla River on one side and a busy lane of traffic on the other, Heavy Rescue doesn't have a lot of options.
The problem is if we try to lift it, what it's gonna do is it's gonna swing this way.
And then we sure sit best here.
But Jim convinces Jamie to roll the dice.
Not a bad idea. Could give it a try. Okay, we'll rig up for that. We've decided to lift the trailer up and put it onto the low bed and take it to the nearest exit.
So lower the hook down. Bring that chain there. Bring it back over. Kevin.
go to the side and get this hook. We're gonna give
We're taking a gamble on this one to get the highway open as quick as possible.
Okay, that's it. Everybody out? Watch your toes.
Jamie starts the lift less than an hour after arriving.
Careful. Can we get her to stop the traffic? Whoa! Look out! Look out! Everybody out?
On the Coke, Jamie Davis is in the middle of a tough lift of a fire-weakened trailer.
The goal is to take the trailer, get it off the highway, and open the road.
Can we get her to stop the traffic, maybe? Just in case? No, let's just watch and see what happens.
The load is unbalanced, and the trailer starts to swing dangerously.
Trying to hold it. There we go.
They get it back under control. But they can't waste any time. It could break apart at any moment.
Good to go. I wouldn't be under that. Watch your toes.
Watch you guys back! Sit down, sit down!
The hell out of this, pull ahead and off the road.
We'll go up the highway and deal with it up there now. Jim can finish this up. So now we're off the highway, and I don't even know how long it was, but I know it wasn't very long at all. That had to be only an hour.
But that's with a full crew. A luxury Jamie won't have when his A-team heads back to Alberta.
Did you hear that about that story?
No.
There's a bunch of pileups on 60.
Beer o'clock gives the guys a chance to catch up.
Hits one of the cars that's in the accident. Wow. Then goes right off in the ditch.
What are you thinking you want to do then? When do you want to take off to Alberta?
And Jamie seizes the opportunity to push Adam to move to Alberta for good.
The balance, the scales are changing, right? And we either get on the ride or stay back and die. We cannot stay here.
It's
so hard. I know it's hard to kick. It's hard to just walk away from something.
I've been here 17 years. It's like...
You've been here doing it since you're 16 years old.
Yeah.
Carving a living off that mountain. Bottom line is, though, we have to go where the work is. We have to go where we can feed our families. What do you think people did when they moved from Europe to Canada? Left everything they had and moved here?
Can't move my family around just on a whim. I can't. My family means too much to me. Five o'clock in the morning, we're heading back to beautiful Alberta. Yeah, another extravagant journey. It's okay, my wife was getting sick of me anyways, I think.
For now, Adam will keep his family in hope. He'll be back home in 3 weeks.
Okay, let's get out of here.
3 hours later, Jamie sends off the flagging crew to follow Adam's lead.
The Great White North.
The Great White North.
It's a sacrifice for every member of the crew.
As ready as I'll ever be, I guess.
You take a look at what happened to us over the last year here. I was the wreck. So I had to rebuild the wreck and fix it and get it back on the road again.
But with the bold move comes a big risk.
We've sent the higher end equipment out to Alberta. We're down to a skeleton crew to defend the Hope area and the Coke. If we get slammed with a heavy winter, we're in for a wild ride, guaranteed.
They're expecting a storm here pretty quick. Everything's closed, man.
Next time on Highway Thru Hell.
Drag that out of the way.
Big promises in a big storm.
I needed a guy who was at Adam's level.
Fail big time. Competition heats up on the hill,
Come here to get scooped by all. Got this place sewing up, James.
forcing Jamie and his crew
Oh, Howie! Oh!
into a dangerous corner.
They're gonna start adjusting.